Over the last two videos, we've uncovered a pattern. In part 1, we explored Velka's hidden influence in Dark Souls 1. In part 2, we connected the dots to Dark Souls 3, showing how she may have orchestrated the downfall of the gods and shaped the Age of Man. But there was still one missing piece, a link that ties everything together. Not just Dark Souls 1 and 3, but Dark Souls 2 as well. Because the more we dig, the more one thing becomes clear. Velka isn't just a rogue deity. She isn't just watching from the shadows. She is the furtive pygmy, the mother of the Dark Soul, and she has been pulling the strings since the very beginning. This is the final piece of the puzzle. We start here, Firelink Shrine, the heart of the world, the place where everything begins. And right here, hidden in plain sight, is Velka's statue. The statue is of a woman holding a child, a woman cradling something small and fragile. And if Velka is a goddess of sin, then what's the deal with the baby? Because that baby, that is humanity. And that alone should set off alarm bells. Because who is the mother of humanity in Dark Souls' lore? The furtive pygmy. The one who found the Dark Soul. The one who split it, gave it to her children, and started the Age of Man. And from the moment we arrive in Lordran, Velka or her agents are guiding us. Now let's talk about this big bird. A lot of players just see it as a glorified taxi service. It brings you from the asylum to Lordran, and later it takes you back. But look deeper. It doesn't just drop you anywhere. It brings you straight to Firelink Shrine, right in front of Velka's statue. Coincidence? And later, when you return to the Undead Asylum, you find the peculiar doll, the key to entering the Painted World. And what do we find in the Painted World? The Dark Ember, a symbol of humanity's power hidden away from the gods. Priscilla, a being of mixed lineage, cast out and erased, and a world sealed away, removed from Gwyn's influence. So let's put it together. The crow takes you to Firelink. The crow takes you back to the asylum, where you find the key to the Painted World. The Painted World hides knowledge the gods tried to erase. Who else in Dark Souls is obsessed with sin, punishment, and secrecy? Velka. And if Velka is the furtive pygmy, this makes perfect sense. She isn't just a judge, she's humanity's protector. She's keeping knowledge out of the gods' hands. And it wouldn't be the last time. Now let's talk about Dark Souls 2, the game that, on the surface, seems the least connected to Velka. What if it's actually her greatest experiment? Because in Dark Souls 2, we meet someone searching for the truth, Aldia. He's obsessed with the first sin, with breaking the cycle, with finding another way. Sound familiar? That's Velka's whole deal. And what's the final choice in Dark Souls 2? Not just linking the fire, not just letting it go out. You can walk away. The Throne of Want is sitting there, waiting, and you can just leave. And this is where it gets interesting. Yes, in Dark Souls 1, you can let the fire die, but that still exists within Gwyn's cycle. And in Dark Souls 3, the world is already falling apart. But Dark Souls 2 presents the first true alternative. Maybe because Velka had finally succeeded. Maybe, just maybe, Drangleic was the first kingdom to escape the gods' fate. By the time of Dark Souls 3, the world is dying. But there's one group that still has a plan. The Sable Church of Londor, the people who worship the Age of Man, the ones who believe humanity should still rule. Where did they get that idea? Who planted that seed? If Velka was the furtive pygmy, then she had been guiding humanity toward this moment all along. And if you follow their path, you can usher in the Age of Dark, the Age of Humanity. Not because the fire simply faded, but because this was Velka's plan from the beginning. She didn't just watch the gods fall, she ensured it.
Make Londor whole.
Velka isn't just some rogue deity. She isn't just a goddess of sin. She is the first human, the mother of the Dark Soul, the one who saw the fate of the gods and set the pieces in motion to free humanity from their rule. She has been here since the beginning, and that is why she is the true scholar of the first sin. And that's it, the final puzzle piece. Velka has been manipulating events since the dawn of the Age of Fire, from the Dark Souls creation to Londor's rise, and maybe even Aldia's obsession with breaking the cycle. Now I want to hear from you. Do Do you think Velka is the furtive pygmy? Do you think Drangleic was humanity's first real attempt to escape the fire? Or did we miss something? Drop a comment down below and let's talk about it. And if you made it this far, you know what to do. Like the video, subscribe, because we're not done digging into Dark Souls lore, not by a long shot. Until next time, keep them peeled.